Start of this one, what I want to do is I do want to get some more currency. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert these Orb of Scourings to regrets, and then we can either use the regrets to get Chaos Orbs, or we can use the Scouring Orbs to actually get the same currency, which is the Chaos Orbs anyways. So we can go over here and see that if we want Chaos Orbs and we have Scouring Orbs, we're going to be able to trade, let's say, well, over here it's like they want 5 to 1, which is a pretty bad ratio. Better way that we can actually do this is convert these over here via the NPC. If we go to the trade items over at Yina, so we can go ahead and convert these. So I can get, for 6 of these, I can get 3 of these. So I'm just going to go ahead and hold Control click, and now I have 4 of these. Now I could take 4 of these, and then I can go and whisper this guy and say that, like, okay, I want to buy 2 Chaos Orbs. Hopefully he will respond. If not, we're going to go to the next one. Oh, the next one, he wants a minimum order of 50. Now, if that guy doesn't respond, we go to the next one. And, well, I don't have 5. I really wish I had 5. Now, let's see if we can grab this. So this requires 4 Orbs of Chances for one of these. If I grab a few of these, we can then hopefully get 1 more. And then now we have 5. So with 5, we can get, 3 Chaos Orbs? So let's go ahead and see if we can grab this from him. And we are good. Okay, so... Oh, that was the first guy. Oh. Let's go for this guy, actually, because this works. Sometimes you have 2 people that will take your deal, but the other one, it gives me 1 more, because let's go open up this trade and drop the 5, and he's going to give us 3 Chaos Orbs, and it's not a big deal if people don't respond or if you leave the party. Most people totally understand it, like, oh, he already got the item or whatever. So now we're going to go ahead and have 3 Chaos Orbs, and with our 3 Chaos Orbs, we can maybe look at getting some upgrades. So where is an area we can get upgrades? I wanted to get that Mortal Flesh item, so I can show you guys how cool that is. I'm going to double check on the level requirements, just to know that it has kind of a high level requirement. Like, we can't use it in the very beginning. Okay, it requires level 50. The thing that's really cool with this is we can get up to 350 regen. So honestly, you can just go for one Chaos Orb. So 350 regen is pretty crazy per second, right? I mean, we might not get a perfect one for the low price. Oh, that one has minus 24. We want this to be minus 15. That's like ideal. Minus 15 is perfect. So this one gives us 200, but it gives you massive amount of life, extra mana regen, minus physical damage from attacks. That's huge. All of these stats are so dang good, and you get increased armor. This is a huge source of extra survivability, and I really do like it. Now, what you can also do is you can go and click on the search, and it'll show you all of these things. So because it has like minus to resistances, oh, this one's kind of annoying because it shows it up like that. So you can see all the stats that roll. I want specifically regen. I want this to be as like high as possible if I can get it. So I want, like, let's say 280 life regen, and then I want the lowest amount of negative resistance. Oh dang, this is 19. What else does it roll? So it goes from 8 to 10 on mana, but it has, this one's not super bad for the negative resistances. It's just, it adds so much HP. It just makes the game honestly so much easier in terms of like sustain. Your life is just always at top, and it's gonna cause some resistances problems because it gives you negative resistances, while our current one adds positive resistance of 13. So going in the opposite direction of, let's say, like 30, 40 could be pretty dang big because, well, we don't have very much to start off with. So we would have to get resistances in other departments, specifically, let's say, the helmet. As the rest of this stuff, we're going to get this, which is going to be pretty good because it gives us cold and lightning res, plus, oh, it does give us a massive amount of fire res, so we'll be capped on fire. And then cold and lightning, it gives us a little bit to work with. We could also get resistances on our chest piece, but it's another like really cool item that I just wanted to go ahead and mention. I don't really need to go for it this second, but if I did have the options to go for it, it would be great. We could also look at Devoted Devotion, because that will give us more movement speed, but then I would need to get Onslaught, which we already talked about in the last one, but it'll give us a lot more armor. But this should be a really cheap item as well. Let's go ahead and check out if we can get an item with this. With I guess we don't. Well, this has our gem sockets, so that's totally fine. And our helmet just has stone golem, and we don't really need multi-strike support. So I want this because it's going to give us a lot more armor as well as evasion, and the attack speed and the other stats are almost the same. It's always going to give you the movement speed, but it also gives you chaos res, which is nice. Also, I guess this is always the same. The only stat I guess that rolls is the armor evasion, which we can go and get a little bit more maybe with that. But I'm just going to put like one chaos sword because no one's going to pay a divine for that. I guess the only stat that would matter is this, because the rest of the stuff always is the exact same. So this is 1% off of perfect, and I kind of want one. So let's go for this. I mean, honestly, you probably would want the chaos res, but by the time I'm going to want the chaos res, I'm way beyond this. So this requires us to be level 67 though, which is it is going to be a little bit later. But those are two items that I just wanted to go ahead and kind of mention. And now that you've seen kind of how we can trade items for more chaos orbs, as that it's a huge source of more currency in the game. Now what I actually want to get, and sometimes these will fluctuate, and I think this is important to learn as well. So what I actually want right now is I'm still looking for a body armor with specifically evasion, and then we also want it to be 5 links. So I'm going to try to search for this, and let's see if we can get one. Now that we are kind of higher level, it may actually come up, like one item may come up that we can benefit off. Actually, with the evasion, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want to have like relatively good evasion. So let's go ahead and see if we can get something with like decent amount of evasion. So this one could be okay. Now this one's corrupted. Corrupted is kind of a pain to modify, so I wouldn't really recommend that. Ideally, we don't want to have any sort of life. So this one over here for 2 chaos orbs, this one isn't bad because it doesn't give us any resistances. So this could be a huge source of survivability if I really wanted it. It is 2 chaos orbs instead of like what I wanted to pay, honestly, which is 1, but also requires 73. But again, this would be another area where we could get an upgrade if I really wanted it, but I'm just going to continue. I know it was like a long explanation, but it needs to be done. Alright, so let's go ahead and now continue. So the first part is we are going to get a map for a quest, which we're just going to go straight down. Kind of just following the path over here. There's actually several different areas that you'll end up going towards after this area. It kind of branches out into multiple areas, and you don't have to do everything in this exact order. Okay, we can always talk to Einhar, because he can start killing stuff for you. So we're just working towards being able to use the boots. And then later, hopefully we'll be able to claim our rewards from all of the NPCs. Oh, we already have our thing now. Cool. Already completed. Oh, did one of our auras go off?
My mana is gone.
Chamber of Sins.
The legacy of evil men continues.
So there are so many areas in this where you can go into this area first or the other areas, but we're gonna go through that area later. Like I said, this area branches out into so many different other areas. We could get the waypoint here and then like go back. It doesn't really matter too much. There's gonna be an area where like we're gonna get like locked out and we have to kind of go in a back way. We're gonna be going to like the Crypt, and we are, what is it? Is it 5 levels away from this? Yeah, five levels away. So this area gets blocked off, and now we are going to go towards the... should be like in the bottom right. There we go. Oh, we definitely want the waypoint, by the way, for crossroads, because everything kind of links to this area. Like I said, you can go to the top area, the Chamber of Sins first, or you go to Felshire Ruins. I like going this way first, but we have another skill point, and we can go get some more damage. I mean, our damage is good, but to upkeep with the game, because everything is going to start, you know, getting more and more HP, I like getting the one where we can get the increased elemental damage with attacks, and then this one's pretty big. You get 50 when you actually have a flask activated. So we can walk through this and see if we get some good rewards. When you go through, there's like some sort of narration. The guy kind of mocks you for a bit. And towards the end of the game, you get to kind of decide which mechanic you like the most. And I actually like this one the most. It's called Delirium. The reason why is it doesn't really slow down your like progress too much. You just have to walk through the portal, and that's it. It's super smooth. Whereas some other ones you have to click on things, and it just requires multiple steps. But it's kind of up to you which one you want to do. I'm not gonna do the mechanic over here. Kind of hard to see the path since everything's also all grayed out. Well, Adam, what game is this? The name of this game is called Path of Exile. Okay, here's where we actually need to go. It's like down on this side. So it looks like we're getting some sort of Harbinger rewards. I'm gonna grab all these tinctures. I don't know how rare these are, but if you get the right mods, maybe you get a couple Chaos Orbs. Oh, we forgot to list the Carnage Heart for a couple Chaos Orbs. We're gonna actually go do that. So what we actually want to do is we're going to hit this. I actually want to go list this item really quick. Let me just do this. This is like an item that we picked up a while ago, and I want to sell this now because a lot of times the prices of items will change as time goes on, and ours rolled okay. Let me go ahead and actually not select any of that. Oh, is ours worth a lot because it has like really high resistances? Oh, it rolled perfect on resistances. Ah, and then we have increased damage while leeching. Oh, ours rolled perfect in 2 different departments. So let's go ahead and list this for 5 chaos, even though we're putting this one in 1. We're going to go for price 5, and then that one. Hopefully we can get 5 for, and in like 10 minutes, I'm going to reduce the price of it. And the reason why I'm going to reduce the price, the reason why it whispered it was basically automatic. Okay, he's giving me 5. Perfect. And sometimes when people whisper you too fast, that means that you've listed your items for a lot less than it is worth. So basically, it could be worth more, but it's fine. I don't really care too much. Like, this is not like a super rare item. And ours specifically is wanted because there's 2 rolls on it that are absolutely perfect. So we're going to go ahead and trade them. And then we'll get 5 Chaos Orbs for this. This is going to be a pretty big upgrade for us for later. Now we have 8 Chaos Orbs, and eventually we're going to get hundreds and hundreds of Chaos Orbs. It just all kind of starts slowly, and you'll start making your way up. Okay, so now, yeah, we were just hitting the Crypt when I wanted to go ahead and relist that item. Because, again, items will go down in price. Okay, so starting right off, we're going to go to the Crypt, and we are going to get some stuff over here. So we're going to get like a map. And right, here we go, sarcophagus. I forgot if there's a. Did it say solve the trial of ascendancy in the area? Whoops. I'm looking at my like notes over here because I have like notes for like when we should be completing certain things. Because sometimes I end up talking too much with this, showing off other things, and then the play session gets too long unnecessarily. Should be over here. Okay, we got the map.
My mana is gone now. That's a strange feeling. Let's not touch it again unless I have to.
Oh, there's an orb alchemy. Grab that. And let's see, we're pretty much good. I don't think that there's a trial here. It's Chamber of Sins level 2. Okay, so we're good with this. So we just got that item. Now we're going to go back to the crossroads and then go into the other area. So now we are going to go to crossroads and go upwards. So we already have the map revealed here. And if you ever want to reset the map, you can control click on the area and then you can make a new instance. This one is going to be the old one that we made, I don't know, five minutes ago, but I just went right back out. So we're going to list those for like 1 Chaos Orb. If we get a Chaos Orb, cool. Oh, there's the map device over there. So it's kind of in the center. Should be also where the waypoint is. Okay, cool. So we're going to talk to him. And then we're going to take that item that we got before, and we're going to put it inside over here, hit activate, and we're going to go right in. And then there's also, there is a Crypt trial. I wasn't wrong on that. Okay. So, there was a trial in the Crypt that we did not, okay, yeah, okay. So there is a trial. So do the Crypt trial. I mean, it doesn't really matter since we already have the waypoint over there. Oh, Tujin. This is actually a new thing that is pretty important to show off. So whenever there's Tujin, you want to do Tujin for the most part. The reason why is it gives you currency. So we can make it so monsters always Crypt, but we have increased artifacts. Basically how this works, monsters immune to lightning. That's no good. We want the one that has currency first. The order matters. So how this works is we're going to be putting these little like markers, and it's going to blow up everything. And we want to try to get the double chest on this one. Because if it's highlighted in green, that means a lot of these have a very like negative effect. Like monsters avoid chilled, frozen, ignite, shock. That's pretty bad. But it's going to give us another good reward of 50% increased quantity. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this. There's another 2 chests on this one. Monsters penetrate, but they can have additional essence. I don't really care about that. Increased quantities. Monsters always crit you. That's a pretty nasty thing to run, but we're going to go run it anyways. And then we're going to hit detonate, and yeah, this one can be kind of tough, but I'm going to go for it anyways. Hopefully we won't rip, but it's okay if we do. It's not the end of the world. Because I want the Tujin currency. So I'll show you how this works in a moment. The monsters are always critting. That is a very dangerous one. I would not recommend getting it. You can get immune to crit in this game. Okay, so now we've killed everything. We can go and talk to Tujin, and I'll show you how this works. So basically, he has his own different currency, and we can haggle for items that we may want. So I only have Grand Black Scythe, so I can't really get anything off of him right now. But basically, you can choose an item, and then you can offer him an amount. You usually want to go like at least 1/3 of the currency, and then he will either accept or deny it, and it's kind of a little game that you play with him. If he gets mad and you offer him too low, he will permanently remove the item, and you will just lose out on the item. If it's a really, really, really expensive item, just pay in full. It's never really worth to haggle. For a small amount, it's very rare that it'll RNG and remove the item. If you don't give him like full, but oh, we almost ripped over there. But if it's like a divine orb, I would just recommend just buying it. I wouldn't take the risk. All right, there we go. And we have one last one, which is actually in the Chamber of Sins too. Okay, so now we go back to Chamber of Sins, which is where we threw the little device in. So yeah, back to Chamber of Sins. So normally you would do that one at the same time as when we got the little map device, but we already put it in here and activated it. So now we're going to go to the Linger's Sanctum, go do this, and then fight another boss. Actually, 2 bosses. We'll fight this boss, and then it opens up an area to do another boss. And then there's a skill point quest, and then that will wrap things up for this part. Pretty short one, I think, as well over here. So this area is 52, we are 54, okay. Just kind of checking the levels, always good to see if we're like ahead or behind. To know how many monsters we kind of need to kill along the way. Looks like it's gonna be over here. Or is it, it's gonna be over here. And it's going to be a very tiny sliver. Look at that little tiny sliver right there. That's where we need to go across the bridge. I hate this map tile set because of that. Wow, we actually one-shot that elite. Really good. And we're gonna get spell suppression very, very soon. Alright, so we're fighting the boss. Malivra of the Artist. Look how much damage we do. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. A spider comes out. Damage to Spider-Man. He's gone. We leveled up. Woo!
My mana is gone.
And he's already in his next phase and he summons something else. He's like a transformer. Took a lot of damage from that. Really good damage. He drops the venom. Now go back. So we take the black venom, and we talk to Silk, and then he's going to give us these keys, and we're going to take the key, and we're going to go from Chamber of Sins level 1 to level 2, because if you don't get the key, you can't go to level 2. So we have to find the exit here, and I believe at Chamber of Sins level 2, yes, level 2 is where the trial is at. Here we go. Chamber of Sins level 2. And we were on our path to getting more damage. So when it says increase the effect of non-damaging elements, so we don't really have a huge chance to inflict like free shock or ignite right now. So the way to do it is if you crit with a fire skill, you will ignite the enemy, making them take a portion of that damage over time. But what we're going to do is convert the ignite to something called Scorch, which makes them take way more damage. But we don't have any ignite or to really scale it like Chance, so that will be a nice little way where we can get it. So by default, critting is a way to get it. You could also get Ignite Chance. But later, we will actually get crit. I'm pretty sure we'll end up going Claw for it because Claw is really, really tanky. And then eventually we're going to run Flicker Strike, which is going to be super, super strong. We may actually skip out on running the Claw and just run the two-handed sword variant, which is a little bit squishier, but you kill stuff so fast it's worth it. So here's the Trial of Ascendancy. So this one has a timed crank, so we're going to have to hit all these timed cranks, and we're going to go as fast as possible. But yeah, having all that extra like life regen actually really helps out. Oh, this is one that slows down the
There is a fine line between consideration
traps.
and hesitation.
Alright, nice. And then now we can do the last lab. Okay, so it's a Tujin, no, it's Rog. Now this one, it is a really, really good thing to do. I'm not going to do it because I'm not even kidding when I say that this will take hours to show how the crafting works with Rug. Tujin is just like money is easy, but to craft items in Path of Exile, it's too much to do it in a play session. Like there's just way too much because you have to know what the item is, what item level it is, and what is the base type of the item, what can it roll, how can you like block certain things. It is so extensive. I don't really bother crafting in this game. I have done it, and the reason why I don't actually teach crafting in the game is because it's too painful for new people. So we have a secret passage, and we're going to go to the den. The reason why is there could be literally 50 steps in creating an item, and at the very final step, your item actually gets destroyed. And people don't like it, so I have learned it is best for people that are newer to the game to not really mess with the trade, or to mess with the trade, not mess with the crafting. Hello, Veneer, how you doing? So now we are in the den. We have the quest coming up. called Queen of Despair. We should also try out those new retaliate skills. You know what? We can try them out when we maybe go claw, because you know, I'm not gonna be able to block with this two-handed sword. There might be some like sort of unique one or something that where we can do it with, but. Is it Tujin? No, it's Danik. Danik can give you currency for the other ones, so sometimes what I do is I just briefly like just look at it and I just go whatever, I don't care. And then I mouse over this and make sure it doesn't say immune to lightning damage, and then I'll be like a little bit okay. It's still dangerous to do this, by the way, because like you can make the mods super hard, but if I don't read them, I don't know how hard it's going to be. Well, does it really matter? There is another thing that you can do later, which just pops everything and you don't even read it. It kind of makes it fun, but I like all the things that's super fast, because he gives you currency to get other people's currency, so I do it. It's okay. So we don't actually want to go to the Ashen Fields, because there is a quest over here that we can do. Let's see. Is it over here? Oh, no? Did we miss out? No, okay. Later is where we fight the boss. I guess we can grab this. Let's go to the Ashen Fields. Grab the waypoint over here. And now we are going to be able to kill a boss that we weren't able to kill before, because the road was kind of blocked off. It should just be following down the path. And we're going to kill Groose. He was actually an NPC that was really mean to us in Act 2, and he's became some sort of like cult leader. This is actually the talent of Act 2. It's just how it works in the Path of Exile timeline is like you kind of go and see some of the areas that you interacted with before. Our damage is absolutely amazing, so he's just going to melt super fast, but it's not really too much with him. I want to say we can probably just face tank it. I dropped a ring. See if the ring's worth anything. Alright, so that was Master of a Million Faces. And then now we are in an area where it actually has two paths. And we actually want to hug the left side. We definitely want the waypoint here. I don't think there's any way we didn't get the waypoint. So, we are in the Dread Thicket. And I believe this is the area that I was thinking about. So in this area, there's a boss. You can actually go through this too. So what? Ooh, it's currency. That's a good one. So what we're looking for are these Fireflies inside the Dreaded Thicket. I think there's like 6 or 7 of these that we actually have to pick up. So you're gonna have to pick up these Fireflies. There's the Den of Despair. We're gonna access that later. Oh man, this is gonna make the monster so hard because they're already delirium. We could actually make this so much stronger. Holy, that's crazy. But we're gonna get way more rewards. I'm gonna try it. This is very dangerous to do, but it's fine. Like I don't really care if we die. We die. It's like it's really not that big of a deal because we're playing softcore, and it's better that we actually get the chance for more rewards. Now later, again, once you're like level 90 plus, you definitely don't want to be consistently dying. This Firefly. You can see that things are getting harder and harder, but we're going to get more and more rewards. Oh, we have 4 seconds left. Let's see if we can get away from the thing. So the further out that we go, the timer may go away. Oh, this is going to be it. Looks like we got 3 currency rewards. Let's see what we get for rewards. 1 Chaos Orb, woo, and a stacked deck. Let's see how much stacked decks are going for us. So what you can do is you can right click. Okay, they're not even worth 1. I'm pretty sure it's worth 1 Chaos Orb. So I'm just going to trade it for a Chaos Orb. Now, these are called Cluster Jewels. These are pretty cool. Oh, whoa. We almost melted. So a Cluster Jewel is kind of like a regular jewel, but you can only put them on the outer edges of the skill tree. So let's grab this other one, and then we're going to do the boss, which is the Queen of Despair. So I believe it's 5. Okay, so now we got 5 of these fire. Right, 5? 7? 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 of these. We've got 7 of them ready to go. Okay, where's the last monster? Oh, there we go. It gave us nothing. Okay, so now from the Dreaded Thicket, we're going to go to the Den of Despair, and there's going to be a boss. But the boss is just absolutely deleted. Ooh. Oh, we have a item. I think we're like on the edge of storage here. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna go back because remember this area splits into 2, and also maybe we can list some of these items or get rid of some stash, get more stash space. So with this, we're gonna keep our inventory. This we could alch it, and we can see if it's worth anything. So how this works is we can only put these on the edge. So like right over here is where we would put one. But this is giving us a passive of pressure points is actually pretty good, and quick getaway isn't bad. Actually, this one might be worth a decent amount. So if I'm going to use my item scanner tool, and let's see if these are kind of worth anything. So the thing that you really want to check is the passives over here. This could actually be worth quite a bit. You see, it's 40 chaos, 20 chaos. So we're going to list it right now for what was it again? It was a decent amount actually. Fire res, chaos res one is pretty good. So you see there's one for 40. So we're going to list it for 35, and I'm going to lower it by 5 every like 5 minutes. Because 35 chaos orbs would be massive for us. Now, what about this? Let's see what this was going for. 1 alch. Okay, this is not even worth it. If it's a unique item, you can always give it to the NPC and sell it, and they'll usually give you alch shards. That is actually kind of worth it. But the rest of the stuff, I'm just going to go and throw it in for like 1. Let's see if this is worth 1 chaos orb. This is not. A lot of the uniques in this game aren't really worth anything, so I just rather get the alch shards than like living it in there. If you get a red, blue, and green, that's 1. Okay, we're not going to take that item because then it's stuck in our inventory unless we throw it on the ground. Let's see, this isn't really that great, so I'm going to go to the NPC and get 1 chromatic orb because it's a red, blue, and green link. A lot of times for the rewards on the NPCs, it's better just to get that than the actual like item that they're giving for reward. We have a passive skill point and another one. Okay, so we got Master of Million Faces and then the Queen of Despair. Those are the 2 quests that we get down here. There's also Kishara Star that we're going to get done very soon. And now we're going to be able to get this other one where we can choose kind of whatever we want here. But the one that I really like is hits have a chance to treat enemies' monster elemental resistances inverted. So instead of them having like say 25 resistances, it goes negative 25 resistances. So it's great. So I like that one. That's the one that you would definitely want. Almost every single build will get that. It's just so fantastic. And we're going to go back now to the Northern Forest. So this is the area where I was saying before when we get the Fireflies. We can also list the blueprints for like 1 Chaos Orb. Let me go do that real quick, my bad. The reason why I want to list stuff again in the earlier stages is later people won't really want maybe some of these items. And even if the item is worth like a lot more, like for example this, it didn't. So I'm just going to go lower it by 5 right now. And then the reason why is as time goes on, it becomes worth less and less. Like this, I can sell for 1 chaos. There's probably someone that's going to whisper like within the next few seconds. We can also throw those in there, and I don't know if these are these tradable? I don't even know if these are tradable. Sometimes there are certain like league mechanic items that are tradable. Sometimes they're not tradable. These gems will never sell though, but they're just thrown here because I'm too lazy. I don't know if this is worth anything. Is this worth anything? I don't think this is worth anything, but we're gonna throw them in there. You never know. Sometimes the thing is kind of bugged. We don't need to hold on to that. Okay. And let's continue. So again, back to the Northern Forest, and we are going to, this time we're going to go up and to the right. I don't think it's, actually let me double check. It's just like it's so close. Okay, it's not this way. Oh, our minion died. Oh, nice. We got a Chaos Orb. Is it? I almost want to say that my loot filter, like, sound is just, like, really low. I felt like I heard it. It is. Hold on. So, and there's sounds. There's, item filter alert volume. And...
Chaos.
Okay. So that's why they weren't making sounds before. Because I have a, like a...
Chaos.
It's what they're called is a loot filter. And I have little sounds that play because it's just kind of fun. And it lets me know what items drop. Some of them are meme sounds. You could add whatever you want. You could add your own files to it. It's a really cool system that they have in the game that they allow this to do. Do you have did I use a POB for leveling? I'm basically doing this kind of as I go since there's a bunch of new nodes, Lewis. So I didn't like use anyone's guide. For 99% of the time I play video games, I usually make my own builds to see if I can like do it on my own first, and then I go and actually if I'm like having troubles or there's some sort of new OP mechanic that I learned from someone else, then I'll use someone else's build. But yeah, I don't like follow guides on games usually. But if you want the POB, I've listed it in like part 1 of like a kind of a guideline. The reason why I used it kind of a guideline, actually, what I should do is actually look at all of the unique items, because what I always think is strange is content creators will have like a build, and sometimes it's better than nothing. Let's go ahead and invite this guy to our party because he wants to buy an item. But there's a lot of items that we don't even know the rarity of, and sometimes people, and this is like, it's not really the content creator's fault because they don't know if an item's going to be cheap or expensive, and if you make like a certain build around an item that is brand new, sometimes this item is like so rare, like Stasis Prison, like I wanted to make a build on that, but that thing was like so dang expensive that it was impossible for people to get. So it makes things a lot more difficult. So we're going to put that in. He's going to give us 1 Chaos Orb, and boom, we are ready to go. And then we're going to go back into our town, and then go and continue. So this will happen once in a while where if someone wants an item, we got to trade real quick. But look at this, man. We got 11 Chaos Orbs. I mean, most of the stuff that's on our character was like 1. And with like this amount of Chaos Orbs, we could probably buy a pretty good chest piece. In fact, with about 10 Chaos Orbs on average is how you can get a 6 link. That is like that's going to be a massive DPS boost. In fact, we could actually probably use Cruelty. Okay, this item is actually really good that we're about to get. Let's go kill all these enemies first. So we just got the ore. So in the causeway, it's always right before the Fall City, which is the area that we need to go to. Oh, he's buying this item. Cool. That was the 30 Chaos Orb one. And then we got Kishara. I think that thing is a little bit too loud now, to be honest. But let's go ahead and go back to town, and let's get our massive amount of Chaos Orbs. Even though like he's probably getting a good deal, honestly, I don't care. Unless like the item is worth like, you know, several divines, which is like, you know, hundreds of Chaos Orbs. Dude, if someone gets excited, cool. I like to move my stuff very, very fast. I always sell stuff usually super, super cheap, just for 2 reasons actually. Because I love getting hooked up with deals. Oh, I don't know. Did he forget to maybe grab his Chaos Orbs or something? Okay, so there's 30 Chaos Orbs, and boom, we are like super set up now. We have 41 Chaos Orbs. We are absolutely golden. So now with this amount, let's go ahead and check out what Diablo patch is. Not a Diablo patch. So right now I'm pretty excited because we got all this extra money, and I want to get a 6 link now. So you may not be at this point. Like, we got kind of lucky with this item, but you can still complete the game without getting a 6 link. But I just want to see how much a 6 link is with, like, let's say like 1,000 evasion. This probably is super, super cheap. Oh, wait, what did I put? Oh, I put maximum. We want minimum 6 links. So boom. 6 links, looks like the cheapest one is like 15 Chaos Orbs, and it's got 2 resistance. Unfortunately, at rolled life, if it didn't roll life, that'd be much better. But let's also put in the filters, like, I don't really want to pay more than, like, let's say 40. It'd have to be really good, too, if I was going to pay 40. I want a lot of evasion rating. Dang, unfortunately, this one is corrupted, and it rolled life. But if it rolls life, it's not like the end of the world. Oh, dang, that was not even that great. But there really isn't anything that really is super good. I mean, we could just get a two-handed sword. That would be way better. Let's look for a two-handed, any two-handed melee weapon. Just 6 sockets. Boom. And let's see what we get. We want. Oh, again, I did the wrong thing. 6 links. Boom. Let's just kind of just check out what is available. Some of these may have a level requirement that is. Oh, we also didn't put in that we only want to spend like. Let's just put it in like 10 chaos orbs. I think we could probably get one. And there we have an 800 DPS item, but this one's corrupted and mirrored, so we cannot change the sockets in it. So this one would be much more reasonable for anyone to get because it's got a bunch of different damage types and 10 chaos orbs is not bad. Or here's one for 5. Again, if it's corrupted, that means you cannot change the colors in it. So there is a downside. But what level are we? 56. This one requires us to be 66. It's almost equipable, so I couldn't even use it. But that was 59, 62. But we could definitely get a huge upgrade with that. But for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. And for the play session, it would be kind of rare for you guys to have that amount. If it's like 5 chaos orbs, that's like achievable. So I'm not going to buy an item that would be like 40 chaos orbs right now and be like, okay, you just go buy it because I got kind of lucky. So let's go and continue. And this way it's super relatable. You know what I mean? Because that's why also I don't take items for from people. Like sometimes like I'll stream and people are like, hey dude, I'll hook you up with this item. Later I'll take it. But like for the campaign playthrough and for a beginner's guide, like until I, you know, oh, 6 socket, not 6 link though. But I won't use an item. Like if a tabular rasa drops, I won't use it, which is like an item that will give you 6 link in the earlier stages of the game. Because then the person that's playing and watching the playthrough is like, dude, your damage is like way better. Let's see if this item is good. So this is a really fun mechanic. It's called Ultimatum. And I'll show you guys kind of how it works. So how this works is he'll show you a reward that you can get, and if you survive or kill enough monsters, you will get that reward. And usually the rewards get better and better, but if you lose and you fail, which is either you die or whatever, let's see, that's not too bad. This is pretty deadly. But we do so much damage, I'm kind of confident right now, so I'm going to see how hard we can push. Usually, again, the items will get better and better. We'll do this one. So this little monster will chase us. You kind of need to read what like the thing does. All of them are going to be bad, though. There's never like a good one. But after we slay these monsters, the next reward might be pretty good. Nothing was really good so far, but this was my favorite league in Path of Exile, and the reason why is like there was a risk reward. It was exciting all the time doing this because if you failed, well, you would lose the thing. Oh, we could get 1 chaos orb. I'll take this one, and then I'm done. But some of these you just have to survive. Some of these you have to kill enemies. Some of them you have to like stand in a little like area. So they all are a little bit different. But we're going to have to slay some more monsters, and our damage is really high, so it's pretty good. Oh, that's a lot of corrupted blood. Alright, I'm good. I'm going to take these rewards because I'm getting all of these. I just want the Chaos Orb. That's all I want. The 1 Chaos Orb. That's all I wanted. Let's go. That was worth it. Ultimatum, for me personally, I think it's the most entertaining, although I don't really think it's the best for everyone, but it's one that I think makes the game exciting. The reason why I say it's not best for everyone is because it takes a while for the rewards to get good, and you also kind of are slowed down. And I think the thing that I like to do, even though I do like that mechanic, is I like to do Delirium, and I'll show you guys why when we get to the end game. So we're gonna go talk to Yina, and she's gonna turn into a wolf and then open up this area, but you can just skip it and just click on it. You don't have to wait for the animation. Alright, so we actually got another skill point over here, so we're gonna get even more damage. Our damage is already honestly like really good, but we're gonna go and get even more damage. And then we can get extra HP. What we can also actually get after we get that LED pen. Because that one is actually a pretty nice node to hit. So after we get that one, we are going to get more survivability, but we're going to get all of these spell suppression nodes. Oh, and then we have that Kishara star thing. Okay, cool. Just trying to make sure we had that because that is another skill point. And we'll get that after. You can get it right before the boss, or you can get it after this. It doesn't really matter. I might as well just grab it though. We can also finish the act and then grab it after. It doesn't. It's not like it's like, well, we need this thing right now. Absolutely, immediately. Oh, another Chaos Orb. Nice. I want to say this league is actually dropping way more Chaos Orbs. Where's the last enemy? Okay, there we go. Now we have the meteors coming down. Hopefully we can use the meteors with the delirium. Oh, and an ultimatum. Another one.
Making it only 4 rounds.
That's okay. I'm gonna skip out on. I just want to get to the end of the game. But the mechanic is pretty cool. Man, that thing is super tanky. So 57. Oh, we can equip our boots now. After we do this. And then maybe on the next act or two, I mean, we're already one-shotting everything. We can go get a 6-link, like a cheaper one. Again, I won't spend like 40 because that might give you unrealistic expectations, but like for 10 or 20 Chaos Orbs, you'll eventually get it. You know, if you don't happen to get the same amount of Chaos Orbs, it's random, but I don't really feel like damage is even a problem at all with our build. In fact, we've been running the same sword. Wasn't this? I think this was one Chaos Sword that we got this sword several acts ago. So we are probably due for an upgrade in our sword. I actually really do want to play Mortal Flesh. Because, I mean, 300 HP per second. Actually, it's going to be 400. That basically just, like, deletes the game. In terms of, like, the monsters even dealing damage. Unless it's like a boss that's one-shotting me, it's gonna be super easy. Hello, Totron, how you doing? The hydration. Good looking out, brother. We'll do it after we get towards the boss. Actually, level up. Woo! Alright, so we're getting pretty much towards the boss. One's right for the boss. We'll go back to town, get the extra skill point. Put that in, get extra damage. We're still one-shotting most of the things. If we weren't like deleting stuff this fast, then I would say I'll always go back, because then you're killing the things faster, right? Or just put the skill point and kill everything around you. Gotta find out where the actual exit is. I think it's gonna be to the left, down and to the left. That's my guess. You can still pick up the items that show like red, blue, and green links. It's not a bad idea, but I don't know if I even have room. And you want to pick up all 6 socketed items and all 6 linked items because you can trade them at the vendor for a bunch of the currency to later change the amount of sockets or the colors or the links. All those things are always good to have. Okay, we can go back, I think like right now. This is the area, right? Yes, this is the boss, the Arcali's Web. So we're going to go back. We're going to sell the item. We're going to go equip. Oh, no, you know what? Wasn't it? It was 59. I don't know why I thought it was 58. Okay. We got a little ahead, but we can go and actually get rid of this item. So go to the NPC. We're going to sell it, and it's going to give us a bunch of Jeweler's Orbs. We get 7 Jeweler's Orbs for that. And then also with the Kishara Star, which is the item that we got, he's going to give us a skill point for doing that. Then boom, we're at 2, and then this will give us the penetration. So we want that penetration right here, the forces of nature. And then later we can get more HP, but what we're going to focus in now is more survivability with something called spell suppression. So there's 2 areas to get over here. We're currently at, where's our spell suppression? It's on our defense. Spell suppression chance 36, but we actually have to minus 10 because this thing only works on full life, and I don't want to be only on full life to make this work. So we're gonna go and grab this. I'm gonna actually calculate this out because they always change these numbers. Okay, so we have this is gonna be 24 because it's 8 times 3, and then we have an additional 15 right here, so that's 15. So we have a total of 39 with this, and then we have a set amount over here, and this is another, what, 15? 15 right there, and that's 54, and then an additional 12. And then we have, I think, 24, and that will be 90. Now, there's another node that you can get if you're, I don't know if it's under evasion mastery or something, where it's like, maybe it's over here on this one. It might be under evasion. Yeah, let's see if it's in one. It's one of these, unless they removed it. Okay, here it is. Another 15 right here. And then we're going to be finished with 105. So it gives you 15 spell suppression if your helmet, body armor, gloves, and boots all have evasion rating. The other option is to forgo getting 105, and then you just get, like, there's spell suppression here. But it's an 8, so you may have to grab like this one as well. But it's fine, it's not a big deal. Just move this point over here. You know, you can just refund this one. But you can't refund it immediately. You'd have to refund like one over here, put one in, then go back. But anyways, let's continue now. It's boss time. This is Spider Boss. So let's go fight the final boss of Act 7. So this guy over here, Silk, he thinks that he can control the spider, but the spider, he got his own plans. Basically, when these purple lasers come by, you move out of the way. That's all you really need to do for him. Although we might be able to tank it. So he thought he was gonna be the spider god, but no longer. And then he's gonna heal up. It does some damage. Again, the purple laser is the only thing that you need to kind of like pay attention to, but we do so much damage. The entire campaign has been pretty much a straight breeze for us. And let's get to the next act. So to get to the next act, we gotta kind of hug the wall on the left side. We're gonna go up the wall, down and around. Oh, we're even one-shotting some of the stuff over here with leap slam, which is our mobility skill. Or if you're using dash, that's fine too. But dash doesn't do damage. That's why I like leap slam. You can maybe get a little bit of XP along the way. Also, the nice thing with Leap Slam, it has no cooldown. And if you get enough attack speed, it feels really good. That's why I heavily invest into attack speed. But now we are in Act 8. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed Part 7, Act 7, drop a like on your way out. And in this next part, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing the next lab, which is going to be a little bit more difficult. And we're going to get our next ascendancy. So remember how we got that thing before where we got the bark skin? The next one, I mean, if I wanted to really go for way more survivability, we could go for Lessons of the Seasons, which gives us extra spell suppression. Like, this one's actually not that bad. I was thinking about getting this because I have no real desire for the tinctures, but I was thinking about getting Oath of Winter. We definitely want to get Oath of Summer and Avatar of the Wilds, but it doesn't really matter too much in the order in which you do it. Other than getting this one first is definitely great. Like, I'm definitely always going to go for that. The reason why this one is good is because it gives us way more damage, but we don't have a source of Ignite, so it's not going to be active for a while. And we can't really use Avatar of the Wilds till way later because we have to do these ailments on the enemies, and then what we're going to be able to do is pop this button, and it's going to give us 80% more damage, which is absolutely crazy. But it only works once we kind of build something up. So it's basically like our new ultimate ability, which is going to be cool. There's also these things for tinctures to go ahead and have them up a little bit longer. But at the end of the day, I still don't want to push the buttons because I want like a very smooth playstyle. So I kind of like that. So we may actually get Lessons of the Seasons. And then if we want to respec later, that's fine. But the reason why is the second one's going to do nothing for us until we get this. And even if we get this, we have no good sources until late in the game. So we'll probably just get this just because we have enough damage. We don't need more damage. And a lot of these are like very conditional on other effects. So going way into the defensive categories is I think what we're going to be doing. And we're going to have a lot less damage taken. This build is going to be crazy tanky very soon. But anyways, drop a like on your way out for Part 7. I'll see you guys in Act 8. We're almost done with the game, guys. But I'll see you guys in Part 8.